Item number 14, I believe you
Yep,
need to recuse
I've got to
yourself.
recuse myself. Mr. Baines is a relative of mine, so I will recuse myself.
All right, we'll call you back in a few hours. No, I mean a few minutes. All right, agreement to negotiate exclusively with Coldwell Banker, Mr. Carm Baines, with regard to city-owned property, former fire station number 4, and adjacent residential property. Mr. McIntyre.
Good evening again. The item before you is to request the approval to authorize our city manager to execute an agreement to negotiate exclusively with Caldwell Banker, Mr. Baines, with regard to former Fire Station 4 and the adjacent property to the south for future development. As council is aware of, since 2009, Old Fire Station 4 has been vacant. We've used it for a variety of quick uses, if you will. And since 2010, staff has initiated 3 different requests for proposals for that property. In the last 5 months, with council's approval, we have gone through another 45-day request for proposal. We have obtained appraisals for the property. And with our most recent RFP process, we had 3 proposals. All 3 of those proposals were considered community uses, so appropriate for that location. However, that we are recommending the proposal to be rewarded or to be able to negotiate with Mr. Baines and Caldwell Banker because his proposal, there was a willingness to purchase the property at appraised value minus any city requirements that will be asked of him. If the ENA is agreed tonight by council, staff and the potential developer will have approximately 180 days to create a development and disposition agreement, a DDA. The issues to be addressed in the DDA will be the purchase price for the site, the developer's financial plan, design considerations, the developer's history, and of course the requirements and restrictions that go along with the development. Council's approval tonight, just to make sure we're all on the same page, it is not, you're not okaying the sale of the property, you're just giving us the ability to negotiate. Once the DDA is completed and negotiations are done, then that DDA will come before council for your consideration.
All right, questions of staff? I have one question for you, Brad. If you're not able to come up with a DDA within that 180 days, then what happens?
If we are not able to, then we have 2 options. We can extend it if it is the council's desire, and then if that is not council's desire, then we kind of look at our options again.
All right. Any other questions or comments?
I have a bit of a concern as to the length of time that the house has been in the condition it is. It needs to be torn down and gotten out of there. It's, you know, there are risks with vagrants and things that get into the house and things like that. And also the fact that the building, old Station 4, is pretty much obsolete for any other use, earthquake stuff, some of the requirements that are now required. I would like at least to be considered in the plan elimination of that as soon as possible and get them removed within a short period of time. So, thank you.
Thank you.
All right. I will entertain a motion.
Move staff's recommendation.
I'll second that.
I have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries unanimously. If someone could get Mr. Gill back, please.